burning down pretty good now. Just wasted all this time and effort. Let's give this another shot. Hello, welcome back to another episode from Pale Horse Survival and Tactical. I'm Bill, glad you could join me. It's time for a giveaway, and I've been promising one for a while, and I figured the time is right for another one. What you just seen is something called a rope lighter. It's pretty interesting. I acquired a couple of these. Now the one that I did the demo with is mine personally. I did acquire a couple more of these, and they come in kind of a kit. And we'll go ahead and take a closer look at the kit in just a few. But pretty interesting history connected with these. I did a little bit of research on the rope lighter. It's also known as a sailor's lighter, a shepherd's lighter, and what it uses is a cotton rope, and you char the end, and it has a flint in here, screw at the bottom, and a spring in there so it's under pressure. So it works just like flint and steel on charred material. And once the sparks land on the charred cotton rope, you have an instant coal. And the history behind these is pretty interesting. Nobody knows exactly who invented them, but they were invented during World War I, during the trench warfare over in Europe. And the men in the trenches, military men, had a hard time getting a hold of supplies, so they didn't have. They had to get creative and improvise a lot of things out of available materials, scrap metal, different things, even weaponry. They had to make trench clubs and things of that nature, because a lot of the fighting was pretty savage down inside the trenches. And so one of the things that they really couldn't get a hold of were lighters to light cigarettes. And they also, things got so bad on the supply lines, they couldn't even get hand grenades, so they were improvising their own hand grenades, explosives and whatnot, but they would use these to light the fuses. The nice thing about this, it's going to light no matter if it's windy or whatever. That's why sailors would use them on board ships in the old days. And the one weak spot with this thing is if it gets wet, it's not going to work. You'll have to let it dry out thoroughly before it'll work again. So that's the one weak point with this. But other than that, it's actually pretty cool. So what you see me do there was I got the coal going and I cut off a piece of the rope, and then I used that piece that was still lit, the coal, to char the fresh end, just in case that tender bundle wasn't going to light, or the wind blew my coal off the stump into the snow and it extinguished. At that point, I didn't have charred material. I'd be screwed. So I went ahead and I charred it, thinking ahead. And before I went ahead and I dropped that other coal in the tender bundle. So, and when you pull it inside, I'll show you guys how these things work for those that are not familiar. It goes inside and the ball here seals the top and deprives the coal of oxygen, and it goes out. And you've got a lot of rope here. I think it's 6 foot of rope. That's a lot of coals. So let's go ahead and take a closer look. Move you guys back over to the stump. We'll take a closer look at the lighter, and also what I'm giving away and what I'm going to include in the kit. Okay, we're back over here to the stump, and this is mine here. I'm going to go ahead and place this over here on the blanket that I have on the snow. This is what I'm giving away. I'm having a really hard time seeing my view screen. It's so bright out here with the snow. There's a lot of light reflecting off. So this is what you will receive. It comes in a box. Now these are replacement flints, and I'm going to include probably two additional flints. I'll put it in a little Ziploc baggie. It comes with the rope lighter, the rope already installed, and it's just like, it's exactly like the one, and this one has never been lit, never been used. So that'll come with the lighter, a couple of flints, and I'm going to throw in 2 extra ropes. These are cotton ropes here. It also comes with a little velvet carry pouch with a drawstring. You can put your lighter inside. It's a pretty nice little kit, and it's my way of saying thank you to my to everybody who my viewership and support base. And I like to do this type of thing from time to time, and I ran across these and I thought, you know, these are so cool, I've got to do a giveaway with one. So these are pretty nice. It's made out of brass. Already has the flint installed in this one, and like I said, I'll put a couple extra flints in there, and replace those is easy. You just unscrew this, hold on to it, there's a spring, drop the spring out, and what's left of the flint will come out. And you could probably even double stack a couple flints in there, and then you put the spring back in, screw, and then be careful not to strip the screw. Make sure I don't catch on fire here. I've got fire right behind me. And screw it in. You can adjust the tension. If you screw it in more, it puts more tension on the flint, so I would put in just enough tension to where it works, and as the flint wears down, which would take a long time, you can always turn this in just a little bit and it'll put a little more tension on there. So I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out. But so this is what I'm giving away, and like I said, it's my way of saying thank you to my my viewership and support base, and for hanging in there with me. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stow all this back together and conclude the video. So stay tuned, I shall return. Okay, so I got it all stowed away back in its box, and so those of you who have been with me for a while, my longtime subscribers, and have been through a few other giveaways, are familiar with how I work these. And so I'm going to go ahead and explain it to the new subscribers, and I want to take a moment to wave a hand at all of my new subscribers. There's been quite a few new ones lately, and I appreciate the fact that you find the channel interesting enough to subscribe to. It's important to know that I don't make any money with my channel. That's not why I started this, and that's not to knock anybody who does. If they have a channel, that's up to them. If that's what they have going on, then more power to them. But for me personally, it's just a labor of love. It's something I enjoy doing. I enjoy sharing the knowledge and skills, and have even learned a few things from some of my viewers. And that's really what the whole survival / bushcraft community is all about. But I make no money. I don't have a store or anything. I don't sell anything, and so from time to time I do give things away. It's something I enjoy doing, and I'm glad I'm able to do it. So how I do this type of thing is once the video is this episode is published to YouTube, that'll be the effective date of the drawing, and I usually run it for 30 days. And anyone who is interested in entering in the drawing just has to comment below on the video and just say I'm in. That's all you have to do. And what I do, I keep a running list of all of the YouTube names, and then at the end of 30 days I'll write all those names down on little slips of paper, identical slips. I'll cut them out with a piece of scissors, and I fold them up. I put them all in a jar, and I'll shoot a follow-up episode to where I go ahead on camera, I shake up the jar with all the little slips in there, and little slips of paper. I'll draw one out on camera. I turn my head and I draw a name out, and I'll name the person in the episode. And you can contact me. I'll leave my email address in there. You can contact me with a shipping address, and I'll go ahead and I'll drop this guy in a priority shipping box and get him on the road and sent out to the winner. So that's all there is to it. And I think whoever gets one of these will enjoy it. It's a pretty cool little thing. Whether you light fires with it or light your cigarettes or whatever, it's a pretty interesting little thing and kind of nostalgic, something from the past. So anyways, guys, want to thank you for joining me on this one, and I hope to see you very soon on the next one. Everybody take care. Bye-bye.